Good evening, folks. It's Lord Kuma. Just going to do a quick review and commentary on the 1973 Kentucky Derby, the first leg of the Triple Crown that Secretariat won that year. And I'm going to do it as a picture-in-picture kind of deal. It's the first time I'm really posting anything like this, so hopefully it works out okay. I'm going to get it set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. Without further ado, we will. It's 3 minutes and 2 seconds. So here we go. We'll go with the call from the start gate, and I believe it goes all the way through to the end where he tells you that he broke Northern Dancer's record. So without further ado, the 1973 Kentucky Derby. Just so you know, he is right in this area, I think the 12 hole, and he's gonna break, and you're gonna see him break last and then cut to the middle. He's on the I think the third horse from the end on the left, and he'll break real slow and then cut in behind the horses that are running in front of him, and then he'll start slowly passing people as the race goes. And I'll use my pointer here to kind of point him out a little bit if you can see it, and then we'll go from there. Enjoy.
Secretariat throws his head a bit. And they're on. For the lead.
There he is, the fourth from the left right there.
Angle light for the lead.
You
on the
can
outside,
see he's cutting in behind these horses, now getting toward the rail to save some space.
Restless Jet, followed by Our Native. Up on the outside is Gold Bag.
Dead last, coming through the stands.
For the first time.
Lucian Lauren wanted to leave the box.
The way by a length and a half. Royal and Regal.
Henry Chenery said no freaking way.
Inside, looking for room. Gold Bag is up on the outside. Then on the rail it's Angle Light, followed by Sham. Our Native, Restless Jet. It's My Gallant, then Forgo. On the outside, Navajo.
He's already passed a bunch of horses now. And he's way back here. We can back that up a little bit. After this corner shot here, you can see where he is. He's right back here.
And finally, Twice a Prince.
He got a lot of horses to pass.
Moving on the turn, the leader is Shecky Green, leading by 2.5.
Shecky Green was actually named after the comedian.
Sham now third on the outside by
the owner was a friend of his.
2 lengths, then back to Angle Light in fifth. Secretariat has made a sudden move and is now sixth.
Yep.
Then it's
there he is, coming right up here.
And
now he's in fifth.
Navajo, Forgo, and Warbucks beginning to move up.
He just stride.
My Gallant and Twice a Prince. They're into the turn and punching for the lead with Shecky Green, still the leader by a half a length. On the outside,
Sham's going up to challenge.
Sham, and he's now got a head in front.
Sham was a hell of a horse.
Responds to the challenge, and those two are heads apart. Royal and Regal is third and holding on. Gold Bag drops back. Secretariat.
And oh, by the way, don't forget about me, guys.
And is now third.
Look at him driving on the outside here. Right here.
They're at the head of the stretch, and Sham is the leader. He leads it by a length. Secretariat is in the center of the racetrack and driving. Shecky Green now drops back. Coming on a bit is Forgo, Our Native on the outside. Now they're in the stretch. It's Secretariat. Secretariat on the outside to take the lead. Sham
love this
holding
music
second.
too.
It's Secretariat moving away. He has it by 2.5. Sham, then on the outside, Our Native. At the wire, it's going to lead Secretariat. He wins it by 2 lengths. Sham is second. Our Native third by a neck. Forgo is fourth.
Greatest Kentucky Derby you ever run.
It looked like Navajo might have gotten up for sixth. We'll have that for you in just a moment. Right now,
as we do more of these, it's a great shot at Secretariat right there.
The $6 million syndication. Secretariat responding to what they asked today. Was he the real horse or was he not? And you saw it. He handled Sham very
effectively. Turcotte standing on me. He's like, come on, dude.
Went away to win this race, and he won it with authority. And incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, this was a nice, fast racetrack today, but don't let that take anything away from it. Secretariat just broke the old Kentucky Derby record. 1:59 2/5, and that breaks Northern Dancer's great record by a full 3/5 of a second.
So there you have it, folks. 1:59 2/5 broke the record by 3/5 of a second. I'm going to transfer out of this full screen picture-in-picture deal, and I'll be right back. All right, so we saw the race. It was an incredible race for a number of reasons. Number one, broke dead last. That's never easy. The other reason is because he went faster in every quarter mile than the previous quarter mile. In the previous video that I've done detailing his career, I broke down the quarter miles, but it was something to the effect of he did the first quarter mile in like 25 and a fifth, the second quarter mile in 24 flat, the third quarter mile in 23 and 4/5, the fourth quarter mile in 23 and 2/5, and the last quarter mile in the stretch there in 23 seconds flat. So he went faster every quarter mile, which means he was picking up speed over the entire race, which you almost never see. In fact, I don't think it's ever been done before that, and I don't know if it's ever been done since. You know, they were asking if he was the real horse, and you saw it, is what the guy said, I think. And you could see Ronnie Turcotte at the end of that race is standing up in the saddle, pulling back on the reins, trying to reel him in because he wanted to keep going. He loved to run. That's one of the things about Secretariat. He loved to run. They worked him hard. He had kind of a slower metabolism for a horse, for a horse his size, and he loved working hard, having a real hard works in between races. And to Lucian Lawrence's credit, he worked him. He wasn't afraid to work him. He wasn't worried about breaking down the horse because he was built like a Greek discus thrower, and he had shin bones like oak trees. To quote Bill Nack, he says you couldn't break him down with an axe. So there was really no danger of him breaking legs or anything like that because he had real thick bonage in his legs. And one of the things that Ronnie Turcotte talked about him, he said he took turns like a hoop around a barrel, meaning he loved to run fast around the turns. One of the reasons was, as it was explained to me, is that he was a short coupled horse, meaning there wasn't a lot of distance between his front and back legs. So he was almost like a polo pony. He was very agile. He didn't tend to drift wide in his turns. He could really dig in and take those turns much sharper than horses that were longer than he was. So that gave him an advantage in those turns. So overall, I give that race a 10 out of 10. How could you not? The record still stands today. That was in 1973. This is the year 2020. That's a long freaking time. That's 47 years. Yeah, 47 years. That's a long time to hold a record. And it's not just that record that he holds. He holds the Preakness and the Belmont, too. And every year I get a kick out of watching the broadcasts when they show on the screen, what race it is and what the record time is and who holds it, because every year it says that it's Secretariat. And I don't believe that anytime soon any of that is going to change. Not the way they run thoroughbred races today. Because, let's be honest, when's the last time you saw a racehorse the size of Secretariat? Because Secretariat's legs were so thick, the bones were so thick, he was born a big horse. The direct quote out of the book, Secretariat, this is the reissue of the 75 book. This was reissued, I think, in 2010? Yeah, 2010. For the movie, which is why it has Diane Lane on the cover. The reissue, they tell the birth story, and the guy, one of the guys that was giving birth to him, was helping his mother or something royal give birth to him, made the comment when he came out and was all cleaned up and they got a good look at him. He said, "Wow, that's a whopper." He was a big baby. They had actually a little bit of trouble getting him out of the womb because this one leg was curled up underneath of him, and then they were worried about he was so big as they were worried about his hips locking with his mother's hips and not being able to come out because the hips wouldn't come out. But they managed to get it all twisted around and taken care of, and it worked out real good. But anyway, that's the race, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Give a like, a comment, maybe share the video. Every little bit helps. I'm trying to grow up this channel a little bit. It's slow going, but then again, I haven't posted in a while until just recently. So hopefully we get this channel going in the right direction. And until the next video, stay cool.